Hello, everybody. It's me, Mr. Easily McTriggered, and welcome to the third and final part of the Who Killed Markiplier reaction trilogy. This one is about the two sequels, Damien and Wilford, Motherloving Warfstache. Now, I'm starting with Damien because this one is a bit the deeper and darker one. You know, just to put an end to like dark aspect. This is what happened to Damien and Celine after the events of Who Killed Markiplier. And without further ado, let's get started. Also note that well, most of them were, the majority of the story is live action. This one isn't 100. This particular one is 100% animation. There's Damien out in the snowy woods, chopping down trees. And he's actually sweating. Damien, yep. He's just taking the wood all the way back home. Firewood. All it's only one person would do that. And if they put out in the woods in a cabin. There's Celine watching him hack the wood. Further pieces, you know, so it actually fits in the fireplace.
Don't slam the door, Damien.
If I want to slam the damn door, I'll slam it. I saw a flower today. Shouldn't be long now before spring.
Or there's still a few more weeks of winter left, and that flower will die, cold and alone.
Or that.
Gee, pessimistic
Either way,
much, Celine?
Winter can't last forever, Celine. With any luck, we'll be able to get out of this cabin soon.
Luck doesn't keep the fire going. Luck won't change the weather. And luck definitely won't put food on the table.
Yeah, you can definitely see how...
I mean, if you think about it, you probably do need some luck in finding something to eat in the middle of winter out in the snow. Good luck.
Whatever. Try not to burn the cabin down while I'm out.
You can really see their dynamic of trying to survive out here. Damien gets wood for the fire.
Did you
Celine,
really see a flower?
Celine hunts
Yes.
game for food.
A little pink one. Silly thing. Probably dead by now.
Get some sleep. You look tired.
You're starting to sound like Mom.
Starting to sound
I'm
like
not
Mom.
tired.
Yeah, Celine is the older of the two, so I guess she really feels the need to assert dominance in the absence of their parents. They are adults too. And must be getting colder or something because you saw those windows freeze over. That's creepy. Suddenly static. And that is obviously the flower Damien saw in the snow. Yeah.
Huh. Well, you don't die easily, do you?
Or...
Well, why'd the music stop?
Voices.
You killed people! So So many people!
I mean,
Who's there?
when it came to production, Wilford, the mother-loving Warfstache did come first, but
Hello?
I still would rather see that after Damien, because Damien is the darker of the two stories that deserve sequels to Who Killed Markiplier. And for some reason, Damien can hear the voices of William and Abe now.
Don't slam the door, Damien.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Deja vu-ish much, because it's the exact same exchange as before.
I saw a flower today.
Even saying the same words.
Shouldn't be long now before.
You know, saying that. Did you just say that?
Or there's still a few more weeks of winter left and that flower will die. Cold and... What are you muttering about?
I heard a voice today.
What?
I heard a voice. As clear as I'm hearing you.
There's no one else in these woods, Damien.
But it sounded far away. I should have followed the voice, but it trailed off. And I had to get back with firewood. But we have plenty of firewood.
Damien, there is no one else in these woods. If there were, I'm sure I would have run into them by now.
I'm sure you would have run into them by now.
You're not getting enough sleep. You need to sleep. Are you staying up while I'm out?
Did sleeping.
No, I'm fine. I'm not even tired. What about you? Are you tired? You're always awake by the time I get back.
I'm not a growing boy like you, little brother.
Oh, please. You're older by 10 minutes.
Which is just long enough for me to be in charge, so shut up and go to bed.
That doesn't make you in charge. How does that make you the boss of me? Just be careful. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but whatever I heard out in those woods, it didn't sound too friendly.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
I can take care of myself.
Don't slam
Wow.
the door.
Hypocrite. She tells him not to slam the door,
You always need to be
she just
right.
slammed the door herself.
Sometimes I'm right. Sometimes I know things.
Sounds like typical sibling jealousy right there. 'Cause, you know, Celine always has to be right. Sometimes he's right too. Sounds pretty like something like a interaction between a much younger brother and
Well,
sister
that's
pair.
weird.
Yeah, I think those are freezing.
What the hell?
That is someone
That
calling out to him.
wasn't there before. How did I not notice this? Why can't I see myself?
He can't see himself in the mirror.
You aren't quite feeling like yourself, are you?
Now that voice is disturbingly familiar, but the face is not. Shut your eyes.
It's time to wake up, Damien.
Wake up and suddenly
What?
he's out in the snow.
This doesn't make sense. Am I dreaming?
Question.
Celine. Is that you?
Celine! 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 Where are you?
This is genuine panic right here.
Where are you?
Suddenly he's out in the woods and he hears something calling out. Obviously he feels like he's safe. He has to find her.
Celine?
Celine? I've never seen this light before.
Yeah, strange.
Right. Celine.
Celine! Celine! Hold on!
Probably not a good idea to run on ice still.
I'm almost there. Hold on. Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer, Celine. Can you hear me? Celine! Celine! Just hold on. I'm almost there. Hold on.
Careful now, don't want to
Hold
break
on.
the ice, Damien. That is not Celine. Exactly what Mark Claudy said when he killed Markiplier. Okay, that is disturbing.
Mark's not the only one that can use this place to his benefit.
No. Don't let anyone ever
Damien, you are a hard man to find. What? Who are you? Where's Celine? Now there's a hard woman to avoid. If you did anything to her, I will. Easy there, cowboy. I've done nothing to her. I don't even think I could.
I want
That woman would carve my heart
Shit,
out
the
and
man
feed it
is
to me
here.
if she
He's
even
right here.
saw me. What? Then why am I here? What do you want from me? Oh, Damien. Oh, my poor sweet Damien. I've come to apologize. Do I know you? Of course you know me. Dare I say you probably know me as well as you know yourself. Sorry. Bad joke. Couldn't help myself. I know you. Oh, come on, Damien. Celine really did a number on you, didn't she? Mark? And circle takes the square. Took you a while, Ben, but you made it. But this doesn't make any sense. We were just at your party, and then we were... And then you... And Celine... Whoa there! Easy, boy. I'm gonna stop you right there, because I just don't have time for the whole catching up thing. No, you need to answer me. How did I get here? Where even am I? Whoa, hold on. Okay, all right. I'll just summarize. And it's best summarized by saying that mistakes were made. Plans weren't exactly properly executed.
Who killed
The right
Markiplier?
people started pointing fingers at the wrong people, and a good night with some good friends may have taken a wrong turn at some point.
It was never really meant to be a
And
night with good friends.
I may have
Who,
made a
so he
deal
could
to
get
possibly
revenge.
make sure that a certain lady couldn't go around breaking anyone else's
He was angry
heart.
at the colonel for running off with Celine, but he was also angry
That
at
was doing
Celine
everyone a
because he ran off with the colonel.
But that's all in the past. What matters now is moving forward. And oh, how beautiful the future is gonna be with you. You murderer. Oh, please. You sound like that idiot detective.
You
Come
never
on,
thought
you're
Abe
better
was
than
a
that.
smart
I don't need to
detective.
hold your hand through all this. Through all of what? Just leave me alone. You don't realize. This place is a dream. A never-ending starring role as the hero. But what is a hero without a villain? What? A villain? Every good story needs a villain. You honestly think that you're the hero in all of this? Well, of course I am. Who else could I possibly be? My humble upbringing, my tragic backstory.
You can see Mark has
No
an
role for me to
ego
play.
on him.
You're out of
because
your
he
mind. Oh, and you are going to make the
thinks he's
perfect
the
villain in
hero
my story.
in all of this, but you can
Yeah,
see how much
sure,
of a
that makes
pretentious
sense.
ass
Well, you
he
can
is.
tell your story all you want to the other prisoners. Oh, come on, Damien, let it go. Always the righteous crusader, pure as the driven snow, acting like you're the only one without blood on your hands. You stole everything from me. Well, you wouldn't even have anything in the first place if it wasn't for me. You took our lives. You betrayed me. You betrayed William. You even betrayed Celine. Well, maybe if Celine hadn't run off, then we wouldn't be here right now. You were never good enough for Celine. I gave up everything for her.
Somebody's real pissed.
But that's all in the past. And now,
Question
I'm
is,
here to show
is there
you
anyone who's genuinely
future.
good in this
I
story?
don't want
I mean,
anything to do with your
Damien's pretty much
future.
seems to me the most like innocent one in all.
Just go drop dead and let
But
me live
according
my
to Mark,
life
he
in
has
peace.
blood on his hands too.
Live your life in peace. Oh, my friend. What has she kept from
The
me?
question is, Mark, ever since your
No matter
original
what
plan
tricks
failed,
Celine
what
tries
have
to
you
pull,
been up to aside from creating
There's
this
no ending
story
for
where
the
you're the
lives of
hero
us.
and Damien's the villain, huh?
Not anymore. What? What have you done? Oh, friend. Like I said, I've done nothing. But in this place, I'm gonna make something beautiful.
Story.
I can't. Damien, I can't.
Oh boy.
It's time to wake up. Celine! So good to see you.
Yeah, he may have been happy to see her, but he was happy to see you, and that was just creepy. Dare I say this is even more complicated confusing than Who Killed Markiplier.
Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. I've never been less all right. You need to explain to me what the hell is going on.
There's no time to explain.
Why does everyone keep telling me that? I spent God knows how long chopping down trees with nothing but time on my side, and suddenly now there's no time. I'm so sick of being a pawn in other people's games. Just give me a straight answer.
Everybody seems to have used him at least once.
For once. Celine. Am I dead?
No! No.
Celine?
I'm so tired. Everything I've done to protect you. But I was too late. Too sloppy. He's undone everything now.
Mark, let's see.
But he hasn't won yet.
Celine, you can't keep this up.
Shut up! You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Let me help you! I remember now. I remember what he did. What we did.
Damien, you have no idea what's really going on here.
You're right. I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, it's very
But I know that even you can't
very
protect me
complicated
forever.
story.
It's not just about protecting you. Everything's different now. The mistakes I've made, the people I've used, the things I've had to do to keep you alive.
Place is flooding with water.
Some things just can't be fixed.
Afraid so. Truth hurts.
And I'm okay with that. But if you let me help you, then maybe together we can start to set things right. You look tired. I think you need to get some sleep.
I can't remember the last time I slept.
Don't worry. I'll protect you.
He says this stuff. We have to start to collapse.
You can't come back from this. It'll change you. Forever.
Well, he did say he wanted me to be the villain. Maybe he should be more careful with his wishes.
Yeah, always be careful what you wish for.
Just promise me one thing. Make sure that bastard stays dead. Once this video is over, I'll try to explain this as best I can, much like you did with the story of Who Killed Markiplier. Again, this is a bit of a complicated one, and possibly could be a bit more confusing. all the trees he's been chopping down. Let's skip this. This is just credits and yeah, like this point here. Yeah, remains of the house. There's that creepy stuff again, and that would be Damien having emerged, but then now he's some sort of entity akin to that of Darkiplier. It would seem. It's very spooky. So, the best they could understand from that is like Damien and Celine were stuck in some form of like limbo, where they're stuck in a continual loop where they're in a cabin in the woods. Damien would chop down trees for firewood, and Celine would hunt animals for food. But they don't know. It's possible we don't know how long they've been in there. But apparently, since then, Mark has been looking for them, and that moment when Damien looked in the window, but he can't see his reflection. He doesn't feel like himself. He can't see himself. That is because he isn't really in his body anymore. At the end of Who Killed Markiplier, Mark stole his body, and so basically Damien is just having a literal out-of-body experience. This must be like not really him and Celine, it's their souls or something like that, just stuck in a limbo of sorts. And Mark in Damien's body has been looking for them because Mark is coming up with a story where he is the hero and Damien is the villain, and Damien decided to grant Mark his wish at the end and be the villain, so in order to like avenge Celine, I guess, because Celine's been trying to stop Mark, but she couldn't keep it up forever, and that was the end of her. So now Damien has basically become the villain of Mark's story. He's become some sort of entity akin to Darkiplier, and is out there to kill Mark, I guess, and as payback for everything he's done, I guess. As best I could understand it, because once again, it's complicated. Now and then it's time for the other sequel, Wilford, Motherloving, Warfstache, which focuses on Abe and the Colonel. And really like this one. Real fun one. Nice, hilarious parody of detective stuff. Just Abe smoking a cigarette.
I've never been much for smoking, but taking a bullet to the chest will make you a lot less worried about the slow deaths of the world. Long story short, I took a job I shouldn't have. They say the pretty ones will always get you killed, but he was so damn handsome I just couldn't resist. I was a frog
so
in a
handsome.
slow pot of boiling water, or the first clown to get into the clown car. You don't know to get out until it's too late.
Ooh.
One thing led to another,
Ouch.
and I found myself slow dancing with the devil in the moonlight. Except
Phrasing.
instead of leaving room for Jesus, he left room for a 357 Magnum.
Devil, obviously.
I won't bore you with the details, so I'll cut right to the quick. A lot of people died because of this man.
Oh.
William J. Damn it.
Trying to stab
William J. Barnum.
There we go.
AKA the Colonel. Just like the clown at my bar mitzvah, I knew he was trouble from the moment I laid eyes on him. And just like Bozo the Magnificent, a lot of people died when he walked into my life.
That pretty one always
I've been chasing him down ever since. We were like two naked men running on the same treadmill, uncomfortably close, but always just a step behind. But no one can run forever, especially not with 200 pounds of sweaty detective breathing down your neck. It hasn't been easy though. I can't count how many countries I've cornered him in. Couldn't tell you how many times I've had him in my big, strong hands. Every time I think I've got him for good, he somehow manages to slip away. But he's running out of holes to hide in. I mean that literally, metaphorically, and euphemistically. It doesn't matter how crafty you think you are. If you've been on the run for years and years,
All right, perfect.
eventually, you're gonna make a mistake. Word of advice, if you're running away from your problems, never become too attached to anything. Family, lovers, briefcases on top of your car.
Looks like you had
Some
briefcases on
things
top of
are
your car.
best left behind. The Colonel's a slippery one, shedding names as easily as a snake sheds a few pounds before bikini season. He's gone through pseudonym after pseudonym trying to cover his tracks, but he always manages to fall back into the same familiar roles. Drinking, fighting, flirting, dancing.
Basically, no matter what alias he's using, he just can't help but be his old eccentric self. Because, like Damien said, being eccentric is the Colonel's best and worst quality. It looks like Abe has cornered him this time at the disco. Nightclub.
The Colonel was always one for the eccentrics, but his latest persona takes the entire cake shop. Wilford, Motherloving, Warfstache.
Also, pay attention to the shape of his mustache. Pink. Warfstache is known for his pink mustache. In fact, that's why he uses term pink, is because it's a sign of his insanity. The more crazier he got, the more he turned pink. Because the time is pink. Get everyone out of there so we can actually pop in the corner and walk to the end. And get them talking to people again. That guy in the background just get out.
Get your ass down here.
Okay.
Don't move, asshole. Show me your hands. I like that. Put him down.
And that's the party.
Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground right now. Well, why'd the music stop?
I love how oblivious he is to it, though.
I said, get your ass down on the ground. Do I know you, friend? I said, get down on... What? How do you not...
Stop
playing games. Get your ass down on the ground before I blow you right here, right now. Away. Dave? Dave!
Yeah. Someone's memory is a little foggy. So you can't seem to recognize
I know I recognized you. How are you? How's the wife? I don't have a wife. Stop stalling. You're under arrest for the murder of way too many people to even count. Well, that's just ridiculous. I would never kill anybody. Oh, is that right? Well, whatever you say, buddy.
Suddenly in the car. Just wants a martini.
You ran a real good race there, buddy. But it's the end of the road for you.
Finally caught the
law's
bastard.
gonna throw every book they have at you, and after that, they're gonna throw you in a cell, and after that, they're gonna throw away the key. And after that, they're gonna throw that cell into a lake.
But not before I throw a few things at him first. We're gonna play.
You've been waiting for this moment, I can tell.
But he's the donkey, and the tail is my feelings. But I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I only get one night with him to fill the hole in my heart he left behind. It's finally time to get some answers.
Did we date at some point?
No, we didn't date. The hole is a metaphor for when you shot me in the...
Suddenly.
Holy shit, that was close.
We could have taken them.
What the hell does that have to do with...
This is getting weird.
How did you...
Freaky. Not
How are
creepy,
you-
just freaky. But the
How
humor
many
is kinda
fingers am I
freaky.
holding up?
Not like, you know.
4.
Aardvark. Pumpernickel.
What are you doing?
Calabasas.
Are you okay?
How are you in my head?
Exactly.
Why are you shouting?
Get out of my head!
You're still shouting!
There's all these hints that
Warfstache / Colonel over here.
Enough,
He's a
King!
human. I mean, dude's
Your
teleporting.
ass is
He's
mine
changing
for the
clothes
next
quickly,
24
and
hours.
he somehow can read minds.
And I'm gonna take my sweet time with that ass
And he's
to get
waiting
answers out of it from you.
Well, I suppose I could stay here a while, get comfortable. Lovely place you got here. Could use a bit more color.
Enough with your bullshit. Do you have any remorse? Any remorse at all for the things you've done? Or are you too much of a coward to face your crimes?
Well, there's no need for name calling.
You can tell he's not
Words
taking
can
this
hurt,
seriously at all. Like Abe.
Yes.
Name calling, huh? And, what name would you prefer, huh? Is it William J. Butterfield?
Well, now there's a name I have.
Wilson Jackson Bartholomew III?
Well, now I actually married into that name.
Wingleheimer. Wait, just Wingleheimer?
Part of his thing is an eccentric one.
All right, I may have been having a little bit of fun with that one.
Name after name after name after name, just so you can distance yourself from the real name you should be called. Murderer.
Abe.
Finally recognize your old pal, huh?
Yes. How are you? How are you doing? How's the family?
He doesn't have one.
I'm doing just peachy, buddy. Because I've been waiting a long
Yeah,
time for this.
waiting
day to
for
come.
this.
So we could sit down, have a chat, catch up, good and proper.
Wow. There we all are.
Suddenly
How the hell did you
teleportation.
do that?
We look so young.
You better get your
You
ass
still look
back in
young,
that
too.
chair. Also, how did you get your ass out of that chair? You're gonna tell me. You're gonna tell me how you got your ass out of that chair so I can figure out a way to get it back in that chair.
Oh, there's Celine. My heart still beats for her to this day. But if she saw me, she'd probably call
Yeah,
mine
Celine
out.
is angry with both Mark and
Did you find
Warfstache.
this?
I've
Carve
always
both
had
their
them.
hearts out.
I've been collecting them. Every single scrap of evidence this whole time so that one day I could bring you down.
That's so sweet.
He doesn't understand, or he's
sickening.
just
Sickeningly sweet.
That's not what I
understanding
meant.
and
Look,
just not
I
taking
am
it seriously.
terribly, terribly sorry that I didn't remember you. Memories start to get jumbled after a while.
That is true.
Sometimes I forget even the simplest of things.
Oh, trust me. You'll have plenty of time to think about all the horrible things you've done once they throw you in a cage, then throw away the key, and then throw that...
Suddenly teleported
How the
again.
hell do you keep doing that?
Things get jumbled so easily. The when, the where, the why, the how of it all. Who can keep track of it? I wonder what he's up to. Is he?
What he's up to? Damien?
I seriously need to get back in the
Question of
chair.
what Damien
I've got more rope.
Wink, wink. Oh,
Maybe that'll
God, I
work.
just said that.
Worth a shot.
Cringe.
Oh, the train. Oh, I remember
What
the train.
train?
How long were we stuck in the snow for?
Stuck in the snow? Were they in the same place
You
as
don't remember?
Damien?
That's okay. Probably
Was
hasn't
it
happened
Damien?
yet. But some of your finest work, I have to say. A little spoiler alert for later to make it easier on you. We all did it.
All did what?
Don't understand.
Okay, that's already getting freaky how you
The
shot
grown-ups are
Warfstache and Warfstache
Say
didn't
that.
take a single bullet.
What the hell's going on?
Huh? I don't really know. Honestly, I don't understand anything anymore. But I do remember you. And I remember that there's something I've been meaning to give you after all these years. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry for shooting you.
Off him! If there's one thing I've learned after all these years, it's that nothing heals like a good apology.
I don't understand anything anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly. None of this makes any sense. That's the beauty of it.
Beauty.
Yeah, you can see that both of them
What
are
about any of this?
have a hard
is
time
beautiful
comprehending
to you?
anything at this point.
What
So
kind
many
of
years have passed.
sick, twisted son of a
Warfstache is
bitch
just he's
thinks
insane.
any of this is beautiful?
Now, what did we say about name calls?
You killed people! So many people! You killed my friends!
No, that wasn't his doing.
You shot me!
Now, it seems to me like you're trying to paint me as the bad guy.
You are the bad guy!
Okay, well...
Okay, sorry again for pausing, but on the technicality, Abe is right, because I mean, there's all these events happened because he ran off with Mark's wife. So yeah, on the technicality, he is the bad guy for letting all that happen.
Oh, hey, whoa, time out. Oh, whoa, hey, hey, time out. I get it. You've been hunting me. For years and years and years, you've been chasing me all around the world. From bedrooms to bathrooms to ballrooms.
Yeah, dude.
You've been chasing me, and you've been doing a real bang-up job of it. But, and forgive me if this sounds insulting in any way, what would you say our closest encounter was before this very moment right here?
When was our closest encounter?
Leon.
Before this very moment?
Yes.
That's easy. It was when we...
So, having a little trouble remembering there, Ape.
It was when you, that's when you, I was hunting you down. I was stalking you. You fled the country to, all right. Yeah, you were off the radar for 3 years, but I got a hot tip. You shacked up you shacked up with,
with 3 years. What year was that exactly?
What year?
Ooh.
Well, it was in.
Yeah, that's what Warfstache meant when he said memories get jumbled after a while, and Abe had his head so far up in this case that he hasn't exactly adjusted to the changing world. He forgets and start to forget things. He's in a world where that he's not used to at all. It's like being sentenced to prison for 25 years. Once you've been released, it's a brand new world, and everything has changed, and you're just not used to it.
Spent trying to hunt you down. So why can't I remember?
Like Warfstache said, things get jumbled pretty easy.
No.
Crazy.
No. My friend, you are not crazy. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you're crazy. You're just too focused on the minutiae of it. The details, the who killed who, the who slept with who.
If you get too focused on something, you forget about everything else.
It's impossible to know things that haven't happened yet.
Yes, exactly. Just like it's impossible to survive a bullet through the heart.
That's where he got shot. Ouch! And then suddenly the gunshot into the bullet hole is there. And there's blood.
This was all a nightmare that I couldn't wake up from. My heart was pounding Morse code in my ears, but I never learned the language. My mind was like a hamster ball rolling down the freeway. No matter how fast I went, I couldn't keep up with the flow. It was my first year of clown college all over again, and
No.
Yeah, he's...
No drifting off just yet. Listen, friend. It was a bit of shock for me, too.
Yeah.
Life needed a bit of madness, but...
Madness was all you became after all that happened.
But I think the stress is getting to you a little bit. You need to unwind. You're a freshly born fawn trying to find your legs in a world that doesn't make sense. So, just for tonight, let's forget about all the chasing and the killing and the shooty, bang, bang. God, you're a murderer.
Yeah.
And just for tonight, why don't we have a little fun?
It's a whimsical moment, but even then, you can't deny how unnerving it is seeing them all with the masks. And there's no explanation for the masks. And, yeah, Warfstache says gave Abe somewhat of a reality check, saying you need to unwind. Like, you're too focused on this. You try to just calm down. This is safe for tonight. Just have some fun. And he agrees. So just having a good time. That's funny. Mark calls himself this asshole, and then just skip the credits for our post-credit scene right here. Just little zoom in on Warfstache at the party, babe. Wilford, mother-loving Warfstache, twinkle in his eye. so, so yeah, that is basically Who Killed Markiplier. We've seen the 4 chapters to the main story and the sequels. We've seen what the others have been up to. We've seen Mark, Damien, and Celine stuck in Damien and Celine stuck in some sort of limbo of them constantly trying to survive in a log cabin out in the woods, while Mark plans to use them, specifically Damien, for his story, and Abe has spent all these years trying to hunt down the Colonel, who became Warfstache, to bring him down. But once he finally does catch Warfstache realizes it manages to give him a good dose of how much madness has formed in this world, and how he's basically just not used to the world, and he just can't remember things because he's too focused on one thing. He just really needs to unwind and relax. Yeah, crazy stories indeed. All courtesy of Markiplier. Anyway, that does it for today's video. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell.